Hello guys, and welcome out of the car with a little better setup here for the camera. I hope it's not too shaky, but we mounted the camera on the roof. I'm sitting in the back, having now the possibility to watch straight up to you into the camera. And yes, we are so far, it's still raining, no changes to the weather. It's cold. We have 11 degrees outside. We are making good progress so far. The calculations show that we are straight, like running into the schedule that we were planning. 280 kilometers left to the next supercharger, and we hope that the weather will get a little bit better, because the rain is really disturbing. It's like making the whole thing more uncomfortable to drive, and yeah. The trees, I think maybe you can see a little bit out of the window, the trees are now starting to come back.
Yep.
At the Nordkapp, this was absolutely not possible so far to see any trees.
Yeah.
Everything was like absolutely rocky and cliffy. By the way, did you see Cliffy? As you can see, the atmosphere in the car is awesome. It's the total opposite of what you have outside here. Let me do a little correction on the camera. Still in the work. Let me do again. There we go. Yes, and
Gas? Oh, gas.
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 Okay, guys, we just passed the gas station, and
we
our co-pilot Roberto said we should rather stop and take some gas for the trip. Yeah.
Maybe to heat ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once again, for all you guys that are wanting to ask us questions, go on Twitter, post them on @efficiencytour or hashtag them with efficiencytour, and we will try to answer as good as possible. Give you feedback from out of the car. We will live stream twice a day, and also give you maybe a resume of the day live out of the car, and also in a edited video that we will upload on YouTube. So far, no reindeers yet, and also no elks yet. No. We keep a sharp eye.
Oh, reindeer, we saw a big one.
Oh yeah, we saw one
down.
yeah, absolutely. Let's just check Twitter, what's happening. Okay, I'm happy to tell you that the network is getting much more stable. The coverage of the network, of the mobile network, is awesome.
Well, I have to say, on the way here, the coverage was excellent. Just at Nordkapp, it was a bit shaky, but
absolutely. I hope you can.
All the way here, the whole of Norway, very good coverage. So we'll hope to be able to keep you updated all the way.
Exactly, and I hope you can understand David when he is talking, because he's like a little bit out of the range of the camera. But we will probably during the trip try to change the camera position a little bit. So this is only for the first shot. We see now that it's a lot better.
There's a ghost on the road. Yeah.
Oh man, there's somebody walking on the road here with a plastic bag on top. Wow, in the middle of the rain.
Thanks. Gotta give it them.
Wow.
To them. Those Norwegians are.
Yeah, those Norwegians.
Tough.
We also see a lot of
Bikers.
Bikers.
Yeah, like
coming
cycling.
along. Yeah, they're cycling along the road. 11 degrees, rain. This is really, really crazy. David.
Yeah.
Click on angepasst, and there is on the right side the window air. See that on the?
Yeah.
Yeah. And put the direct stream into the car off. Exactly.
Goede idee. Goede idee. Nee, das war's gut.
Ja, ist schon weg.
David, klick mal daneben bitte. Okay. What else have we got? Editing will be going on from the car as well, from the back here, where I have my laptop and all the stuff that we can edit. It's only, for those who want to know, 6,100 kilometers left. No big deal.
Piece of cake.
Mm-hmm. So for those who need to pee, maybe just hold it a little bit longer. We will soon arrive.
Yep.
Let me check here. Okay guys, so far, for those who just came to the stream, we started at 7:43 a.m. I will now update my calculations to see when we will arrive at our first supercharger in Sorkjosen. Or how do you spell it, David? Sorkjosen?
Sorkjosen.
Sorkjosen. That makes this 743. David,
Yeah.
can you give me the other statistics on the right side? The trips. Thanks. Hours making 65, 66, 1:30, 1:45 time when we arrive. So it's still a little bit to go. It's 300 kilometers and 3.5 hours roundabout that we are going to take for the first stop. This will also be a stop where we will, the calculations say that we will charge around about 10 minutes there. Okay?
Can you imagine that? 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes. Yeah. Yesterday we charged
350 kilometers drive. Amazing.
No, this is just what. Yeah, it's not that easy, David. But we started. Like we will not charge it all the way up. We had the
That's
battery.
right.
We had the battery charged to the max yesterday, and we had a little difficulties with the charging this morning. So we didn't start with a totally filled car just as we wanted to. We had a little loss of energy because we had to take a part of the drive to the Nordkapp hall, we had to take on the battery already, and we could not charge there. They had a cable for us, but there were technical difficulties, and so we could not charge the car. But no worries. Our calculation says that if we keep going what we are doing, we will beat the world record. We will beat it pretty well. But I don't want to say anything yet, because I don't want to you know, be too optimistic about all that kind of stuff. Let's first see what the numbers plot out. The calculations say that we have a lot of potential to deliver a much better time, and so far, as we can see after 1.5 hours, it's really working out. Like it's it's 2 hours now that we are driving. It's really working out. We will keep you updated. So let me see. Yeah,
we just drove land inward. We went a little bit up, and so right now it's 9 degrees outside. It's even cooler, and still rain.
Exactly. Now, my calculations now say that we will charge exactly 10 minutes. 10 minutes and 1 second. But it depends on how, like, we cannot go, the second calculation doesn't matter. You have to stick to the kilowatt hours that the car says that are charged in there. So it's 10 minutes will be the first stop, and then we will head only 108 kilometers to the next supercharger, and there the charging will be a little bit longer. It will be around 20 minutes. But we will see how it works out. It also depends on how fast the chargers are. For those who do not understand why we are making such a big thing out of those superchargers, a supercharger, first of all, they vary a little bit. There's a difference. Like some superchargers are a little bit faster than other ones, and then also you have to watch out that you don't get into a pair of superchargers that is already used by another car. Means like if you come to a supercharger, you might have noticed already that there are numbers on the superchargers written like 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, and so forth. And if there's somebody loading or charging already on 2A, you should not go to 2B because you won't charge with full power. Our goal is to always charge with a kilowatt capacity over 110 kilowatts. So it's really important that we keep our charging range or our usage range in between a certain window that is absolutely like, so we keep the maximum efficiency while we do the charging, because that will save us time on the supercharger, and that is what we want to achieve. We really want to save time and set a new mark. The mark that's actually to beat, you can see on the website, is the mark of Team Electrified. It's not officially confirmed yet, but I know that those guys doing a good job with all their logbooks and that stuff. So that means that they will get this record confirmed, I'm sure, and there will be 9 hours 51 minutes and 54 seconds that we have to beat. And so far we are really almost certain that we can deliver better. But our predictions could be false, and it could be much heavier or much more difficult than we expect. So let's not brace the day before the evening and see what comes out at the end of the day. So for now, I would say let's go on, keep on driving. we will go live whenever something is happening or something unpredicted occurs, and we give you the information straight out of the car. We will also put the stuff together from this morning, the launch of the tour from the Nordkapp, and we will keep you up to date about everything and hope that the weather gets better. Thanks so much for your support. We always appreciate if you want to ask us questions. Again, go on Twitter or post them here in the chat. I can see them on the camera going, scrolling up. So you can always ask questions. Okay, the weather doesn't seem to get better. If you could, good morning, Andy. If you could watch out the window here, it's totally gray. It's like heavy clouds until the ground, and it's not the optimum weather to drive, but still, yeah. Good morning, good morning. So Mira is asking if we bought groceries for the drive. Of course, we have some groceries. Roberto said, because he's an Italian gourmet, he said he will make us spaghetti on the drive, and he has an electric cooker, so he will plug it into the battery of the Tesla and make us some nice pasta. Right, Roberto?
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope so. No, so far we have a few groceries, but
mainly just snacks.
Yeah, mainly snacks, and
we hope to find some along the way, some superchargers with stores next to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, we go get in and get some food.
Yeah. And we also hope that the weather will get warmer soon.
Oh yes, it's very cold.
Absolutely, it's really cold. Yeah. And we are really
to the north.
Please show us the surroundings and the other guys, Elijah says. Okay, I will try to do that. Get the camera off here. Let me just put my camera up here. This is Roberto.
Hello.
He's an Italian gourmet that we just ordered for our personal assistants to cook and
That's
have
right.
5-star meals all around the trip.
He's also driving, but that's a side job.
And this is the famous David Riemesma.
Yep.
And
Tesla driver of the year.
Tesla driver of the year.
Well, after this it is.
After this, I hope so too. And the surroundings, I try to show you a little bit of the surroundings. Surroundings look like this.
Yep. Touchies.
And the weather is really not good. It's raining all the way through, and as you can see here as well.
By the way, we are on the famous E6 again.
Oh yeah, we are back on the famous E6. Like, for those of you who don't know Norway, like, you might think that we are going on the most beautiful highways and everything is really comfortable. Well, mostly it is, but most of the time it's also like it looks like a little road that you would expect to see in between two villages in Germany or somewhere.
Yes.
The question now here is if we will stop for the night. Elijah says, "Hey David, love the beard."
Could be better today, but that'll have to do.
Yeah. Elena says good morning. And how long will you stop for the night? No. Also information for those of you who don't know the world record. We won't stop for the night. We won't stop only for charging. And if somebody's bursting for a pee, but we will try to do all that stuff during the supercharger charging time, so we don't lose anything. Huh?
Or in the car.
Or in the car. Yeah. Or in the car.
No, we're not that crazy. I mean, you have to be a bit crazy to do this, but no, not that crazy.
So yeah, we have like the first world record that was done 2 years ago. Those guys, they really had a hard time because there were no superchargers up to the north and in southern Spain. So they had enough time to, when they were charging, it always took a long time to charge the car. So right now we will do we planned around about 39 stops on the whole route, and we will see how it all turns out. So normally if we make it to the first supercharger, with this leg now that we are driving is the longest together with the last leg. That means like from the last supercharger back down to Tarifa, and from the Nordkapp to the first supercharger. Those are legs around 400 kilometers. So this is where you don't want to stop and lose time peeing or whatever. So that's why I took all the water bottles and threw them in the trunk so nobody can drink it.
I was just checking. Are you serious? I was just checking.
No, just kidding. Just kidding. No. Yeah, we will, like, there will be plenty of stops. We are planning to do 39 stops at all. The team Electrified that made that achieved the world record 2 weeks ago, they stopped 25 times, I guess. Let me see, I have the data here. They stopped a total of charging stops 29, and they did 25 charging stops, and they did 29 other stops. So that is what we are trying to avoid at all. We are trying to keep it with those 39 stops that we are planning. So our plan of charging the car is much more accurate in the maximum charging window, and we will try to use those breaks as well to switch drivers, to go to the toilet, to maybe have a shower after 2 days. We're planning to have a shower on half of the way, and so there will be plenty of time to do that. Let me go back to the, yeah. And how long will a person drive? Well, the thing is, we experienced, like, when you are in a good physical condition, and driving a Tesla is such a smooth experience. You're not somebody who says, like, after 2 hours you want to get off the steering wheel. That just doesn't happen. What do you say?
Only when the heater works.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it depends on the leg that we're doing. So this leg is a long one, but the other legs are very short. So we can drive short or longer. We can change drivers
exactly
however often we want.
Yeah. So right now I think that David will drive the first leg completely.
Yeah. Which means another 4 hours to go.
Can you show the new tour shirts? Well, I'm wearing it. It's not. Well, it has a few things that we didn't like about them.
Yep.
But like, let's say, basically, it's wearable, absolutely wearable. But you know, we want to go to the max and we want to be maximum efficient. So also with the shirts, we want to. This is like, it kills David, by the way, because he ordered them. Yes. And it kills him. He's like, really, he says like, don't talk to me about it. and what happened? Oh, by the way, there's a beautiful river here, and let me show you. Take the camera down.
It'll come again.
Oh,
It will come.
yeah.
Now you see it. So 3, 2.
Yeah, now you don't see it anymore. Just as I said. Oh, you see the nature? Can you see it through the window?
Yeah, no.
Rainy window.
So we stop?
No.
Show them?
No.
We'll just stop here for a while, yeah?
Yeah.
Make some coffee.
Well, I'm sorry, you cannot see much because the weather is so bad. We also will make a. What we will do also is we will stop to. Like, we will use a supercharger stop after we charge. We will actually wash the car at a certain point because it's really dirty. It's really dirty. Now, show the tour t-shirts. Yeah, in the front we have this here, as you can see. It's the logo of the tour that you can see on the website. Here we have the two companies, main sponsors of the event, which is Fideas Consulting and Conceptless. And right on the back, let me turn that around. There's the logo again. Can you see it? And all the other sponsors are below. Oh man, this is so beautiful here, the river. I wish you could see, but I can't show you through the window. It's really beautiful.
Show it through the front. Look.
Oh yeah, wait, let me show you through the front. Ställ fingrarna på den.
Nej.
Och den räcker. Wo ist der Foto? Jetzt ist weg. Okay, ich hab Verzögerung.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the resolution is not that beautiful as I on the live stream as I would expect. But yeah. The road, like, that's something you really have, like, that's something you really have to acknowledge. The roads here are really beautiful along the landscapes. This is just amazing. Norway is really amazing when you look at the nature. The only thing that really kills me is it's so cold. Like Nordkapp, the highest temperature in the last 8 months was 23 degrees. And
last 13 months.
Oh, last 13 months. So this is really cold. This is really cold here. And so that's already killing it for me. Because, I don't know, I'd rather live in a less beautiful spot, but I have summer all year long. You know? And
yep, it's very fresh. Up at Nordkapp it was about feeling temperature like 5 degrees in the middle of summer.
Is it necessary to take extra steps to conserve car energy consumption during driving?
Oh yes.
Yeah, it is. It's not necessary. You could go through just like that.
Yeah.
But if you want to make this, if you want to
get the record,
if you want to go for world record, you will have to do certain configurations of the car. Yeah.
I mean, just small things like not driving through water.
Exactly. Yeah. For example, not driving through water, turning the heater off. Like the heat is on minimum, and you go with a minimum ventilation because the air that's coming is really cold. You turn the air condition off. You go into different modes. Oh, by the way, Roberto,
Ja.
klick mal auf das T oben. Warte. Und da unten drunter Performance-Modus auf 60. Auf das Max drauf. 60. Okay. Yeah, you do certain configurations of the car where you can actually really achieve a lot more range. If you go for range with this car, you can easily almost double the normal range. Like when you drive 150, you have air condition on, all the kinds of stuff. You would probably go with this car 300 to 350 kilometers easily. Okay, that's what's really good. You can also go 400, almost. That's cool. But you can also now, if you go with range mode and you drive more conservatively, and you do all the other things like
Driving slow through corners.
Yeah, look at the suspension, look at the wheels, all that kinds of stuff. You can easily go 600, 620 kilometers with one charge. Will it be quite a sacrifice to achieve the world record? It will be a sacrifice because you will have to sit in one of the most beautiful cars. You will have to look at the most beautiful nature. You will have the biggest time of your life and the greatest time of your life, and it will be a heck of a sacrifice. No, now let's stop joking.
No pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain. Like if you sit 4 days almost, we will be below 4 days, but like round about 4 days. If you sit 4 days in a car with 2 crazy other people there, a Dutch guy and a half Italian, like what you were asking me about sacrifice. This is the biggest sacrifice you can ever do.
Yep. Now the one thing that is worse than that is sitting in a car with a crazy German and a half Italian.
Oh yeah.
Other guys say different things.
Other guys say different things. Yeah. Like, there's really nothing to see outside. It's one of the most beautiful.
My wife is looking lunch for it.
One of the most beautiful countries. Was los, Roberto?
Yeah, that's good.
One of the most beautiful countries, but with that clouds and that rain, there's nothing to see.
Say hello to Ilka, please.
Ilka, you want to say hello?
Hi.
Good morning. Hope everything is fine. Roberto is right in front of me. He's behaving pretty well. No complaints. We have him under control. We have pasta for emergency with us in the trunk.
Emergency pasta.
Yeah, if he freaks out, we just give him something to eat. Don't worry, he will be great. He has the Rheuma-Decke also on him and his little hat. So his head is warm. It's all fine. Yeah, pretty well. Ja, was war das für ein süßes Hütchen, wo ihr in eurem letzten Video wart? Let me translate that. Lisa.
What a sweet cabin it was.
Yeah, she said what a cabin it was where we were staying. Well, we tried to get a hotel room on the island, but the whole island was booked out. So what we did is we went to Airbnb and we found that little housey, that sweet one.
House Anna.
House Anna, yeah. And we got it on Airbnb, and I really have to say that it's for a very good price. You get plenty of room, beds for 6 people. You have a kitchen there, 2 showers. Nothing to complain about. It's really cool. Santa have any good tips on efficiency.
Yeah, we met him there.
Yeah, we met him. Yeah, absolutely.
He said he would send us some reindeer.
Yeah, some rain.
us.
So, I will send you some rain, dear. You know. So the rain is here. And yeah, by the way, what we can recommend, if you are on the island there, go to the Scandic Bruggen Hotel.
Oh yes.
And go into the restaurant there.
Yes, nice people.
Nice
good
people.
food.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll hope the weather will do better, and you will see the whole thing will be much more interesting when we are after our first supercharger stop and getting into warmer regions of this globe. And actually, when you look at the trip that we are making, it's pretty unbelievable. Like when you sit there and you just you think about, now I'm in Nordkapp, and then we are driving for almost 4 days, and then we are almost in Africa, and we did the whole thing on an electric car where there are 0 costs of fuel, and there's no airplane involved. Man, there's a camper. Another camper.
Where?
There was
A
another
guy
camper
camping in the tent.
in the tent, and he was almost naked there, standing with his plastic coat on.
Incredible.
Those Norwegians there are just
God,
incredible.
respect.
Incredible people.
Look at this, beautiful. Oh, this looks like Canada.
Yeah, it's absolutely this absolutely looks like Canada.
Big wide rivers.
Almost heaven. West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains. Right, David?
Right.
That's right.
It's very nice here.
Absolutely. So, guys, we're almost on 40 minutes into the live stream now. I will now start to edit the video of the start this morning, and thanks, Christoph, for your wishes. Thank you. There's a trailer in the middle of the woods. That must be Dutch guy. Let me see. No, actually it was not. Surprise! No Dutch guy. Yeah. I will start to edit the video from the start, and I hope that the weather will turn out a little bit better, so we will have footage of the drone for you as well, to provide you with a little more aerial pictures and also with environmental pictures, so you get an idea of the country that we are actually in. Because many times when you do a world record or something like that, I think it's getting a little bit lost. Of like I have to say, when we came up here first time, we had pretty well covered the previous world records and all that kind of stuff, but we did not know what the country was all about. We did not know what it was to travel in Norway and how the roads would be. So we are trying to transport to you that feeling, and
Document it.
yeah, document a little bit better, so you can just kind of be virtually with us. So I will
Next time I will bring gloves.
yeah,
Fucking cold hands. Oh, what is
many cars here.
testimony? Ceremony.
Harley Davidson in the middle of the rain. Little house. Yeah, I will get the video up for you guys.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Please support
See you
us.
soon.
Yeah, if you have any questions, You can also write them here in the chat as well, sure, but also on Twitter. Just put it on a hashtag efficiency tour or @efficiency tour, and we will answer them the next live stream. We have a schedule for the live stream, but I think as this is working so well, we will probably come on live more often, and also from the cockpit. Put the camera in the front of the car so you get a better impression of the whole car, and we will keep you updated. In the meantime, stay online. We have all the stats that you need on the website. There's a live tracking of the position of the car on the website. You can meet us at the superchargers if you want to. We would be happy to take a picture with you. Also, if you are there and you see us charging and you are with the charging process, you could give us an autograph of yours in our logbook to confirm that we were actually there. We also have video evidence, but it's a nice gesture to have you guys that are supporting us in the logbooks as well. Yeah, so we hope that we might meet you on one of the superchargers. We will come back after the next charging. That will be roundabout in 3 hours time. Until then, stay safe. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you later. Bye though.